It is now my honor to introduce, and there goes the teleprompter.
It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Relief is in sight for recent record East Coast heat, but hot temperatures and dangerous heat will continue, while below average temperatures are expected across the plains into the Mississippi Valley. Heavy rains and isolated flooding remains possible across and ahead of the strong central to eastern front from the southern plains, lower to mid-Mississippi Valley, Ohio Valley, mid-Atlantic, and New England. Above average temperatures are expected west of the Rockies into the west coast, along with elevated wildfire risks. Close at home, temperatures are going to remain above normal for another day before beginning to drop back down towards average by end of the week. Rain coverage is going to increase area-wide by Friday, with locally heavy rain remaining a threat, especially over mountain areas. Rain chances will continue into early next week. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Lincoln County Assessor Walter Hill released a statement. In part, it reads, the Lincoln County Assessor's Office has begun a reappraisal of every property in the South Fork fire, and they're going to be working hard to get a comprehensive list of all properties that were lost or damaged in that fire. As soon as the inspection is completed, it will be made available to the public. If you have any questions, contact the Lincoln County Assessor's Office. The Village of Tularosa's monthly trustee meeting has been rescheduled to next Wednesday due to the mayor and all trustees attending a meeting today in Albuquerque. The 28th Annual Weed Bluegrass Festival is happening this weekend. I spoke with Mitzi Baker.
They hold it to raise money to keep the community center there open. We've got 6 bands coming this year. They'll play all day Saturday and then till noon on Sunday. They'll play Gospel Bluegrass Sunday. It's just a community-wide event. There's people that come from all over. We got bands coming from all over. It's a really fun deal.
Entrance is $15 a person or $30 per family, but the Sunday event is totally free.
Food's being catered, so you can purchase lunch, and you can spend all day.
Again, that's happening this weekend at 21 Weed Road in the town of Weed. If you have any questions, you can call Mitzi at 432-250-4524. Alamogordo's District 5 annual citywide cleanup is happening this Saturday from 7 until 12 noon. Dumpsters and shredding will be made available at the Dudley School. The Republican Party of Otero County presents Ruidoso Mayor Lynn Crawford for a community update happening next Thursday, July 25th at 6 p.m. That's at the new Republican Party headquarters located inside White Sands Mall. The annual Alamogordo Back-to-School Block Party is slated for July 26th from 4 until 7. That's at 805 12th Street, right across from the post office. Fourth Friday is also happening on July 26th. Live music from Rockabilly Strangers at Washington Park from 6 until 10. Admission is free. Alcohol is prohibited. Well, today is Wednesday. It's time for This Week at Thrive with Stephanie Hale.
Hi, this is Stephanie Hale with Thrive in Southern New Mexico. Thrive in Southern New Mexico brings together local nonprofits and resources to all of our Otero and Lincoln County residents. Each year, Thrive hosts the annual campaign to fund local nonprofits that help in education, health, and the well-being of our residents. Local nonprofits may apply for the Thrive in Southern New Mexico grant beginning on August 1st. Applications may be picked up at the Thrive office located at 1601 East 10th Street in Alamogordo or on our website, letsthrivnm.org. Applications will be accepted through September 27th. If selected, nonprofits will be invited to participate in the fund's allocation process. Once the agency is chosen as a Thrive partner, they will receive free advertising on social media, radio and television ads, the Thrive website, and the annual Thrive Campaign magazine. Again, the Thrive Grant application opens on August 1st and closes September 27th for the 2025 campaign. Selected programs will receive funding in the year 2026. You can reach us at 575-437-8400 at 1601 10th Street here in Alamogordo, or jump on our website, letsthrivnm.org. That's it for this week. I'm Stephanie Hale with Thrive in Southern New Mexico, and I'll be back next week and every Wednesday right here on Crazy Radio.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
A student doctor accused of child exploitation will remain locked up until trial. Investigators claimed Kevin Weiss had 46 pictures in his apartment which showed young girls in various sexual positions. Absolutely disgusting and inexcusable. But somehow this story still gets worse. Some of those images he allegedly manufactured himself. Albuquerque detectives first learned about the case through tips sent to the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. Prosecutors say he should remain in custody until trial because it would be hard to monitor his activity online. His defense argues that he does not have a criminal history and there's no indication of overt violence in this case.
We're not simply talking about possession and distribution of CFAM material. We're also talking about manufacturing.
Judge Montano, obviously siding with the state. Court records state that Weiss was a student doctor at the Burnell College of Osteopathic Medicine. New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres announced yesterday morning that the New Mexico Department of Justice will be launching an investigation into the Memorial Medical Center in Las Cruces after it allegedly refused to treat cancer patients, denied service or requiring full upfront payments from multiple uninsured or Medicaid-eligible patients, failing to screen patients for financial assistance, and denying medical services to patients in general, which violates New Mexico laws. New Mexico Attorney General Raul Torres had this to say.
It is apparent to me that decisions have been made and continue to be made from a standpoint that is primarily seemingly motivated by profit.
Memorial Medical Center provided the following statement, quote, Memorial Medical Center was surprised to learn about this investigation by Attorney General Raul Torres during his press conference. We remain committed to expanding access to care and being a good community partner in Las Cruces and Donna Ana County, and will be cooperating fully with this investigation. Close quote. The New Mexico Department of Justice is urging any individuals who have experienced similar issues with Memorial Medical Center or other hospital facilities to come forward. You can file a complaint by calling 505-490-4060 or online nmdoj.gov. Following the assassination attempt in Pennsylvania, the political landscape has taken a sharp turn, according to polls. Trump has taken the lead in Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Arizona. But the land of enchantment has also seen a shift from blue to purple. For the first time in about, 20 years? New Mexico is a swing state. In 2020, Trump lost New Mexico by 11 percentage points. In 2016, he lost by 8. But now, it's a statistical dead heat.
So there's this sense of purpose that we're here supporting a guy that stood up when it had just been shot, shouting to the American people, let's fight, fight, fight.
Republican Party of New Mexico Chairman Steve Pierce speaking with KOAT from the convention floor.
New Mexico is getting a lot of attention. People are now looking at us as a swing state. They're seeing the movement of minority voters toward Trump.
Okay, so let's be honest for just a moment. Polls are merely a snapshot of how the people polled were feeling at that moment. They're indicators, but not guarantees. Either way, the idea of New Mexico being in play is huge. Otero County Commissioner Amy Barella is in Wisconsin right now at the Republican National Convention. The area in which she was staying was noisy, so we had to communicate via text message. I had to ask her about New Mexico turning purple, and this is what she said. Quote, I'm proud to be a part of change and direction in New Mexico. Turning New Mexico purple is a monumental movement. Citizens of New Mexico are seeing what's hurting them in schools, grocery stores, gas stations, and more. Having our families choose between the electric bill or food is unacceptable. Finally, people see doing the same thing is getting the same failing results. Citizens see the need for change." Close quote. If New Mexico were to flip, and using the latest polls as indicators, the electoral vote would be 306 to 232 in favor of Trump. 270 is what's needed to win the race. Former President Trump is expected to address the convention on Thursday. 2 months ago, the Reno Air Racing Association announced the National Championship Air Races would head to Roswell in 2025. The next step is getting the Roswell Air Center all ready for those planes to take flight, which is easier said than done.
The number of travelers that actually come into and out of the Reno State Airport for the air races, as I previously stated, is approximately 25,000 people during that week. Obviously, Roswell does not currently have the capacity to accommodate that many air travelers.
Bud Kunkel, the chair of the Roswell Airport Advisory Commission, speaking with KOB, he said that in the month of June alone, 6,000 people visited the Air Center. He also says that all of the parties involved in the air races need to come together and make a plan.
Begin immediately to develop a plan and figure out a way to enlarge the terminal building that will not disrupt or hamper the existing operation of the terminal.
Funding is also a concern. Just adding to the terminal could cost the city anywhere from $12 to $20 million. Roswell City Councilor Christina Arnold says even without the air races, the Air Center needs to expand anyway.
I think it's actually something that has been needed for a very long time. The issue of funding in expansion is when you actually bring in something like the Reno air races, you do know you're going to have to service more people. So it is inevitable that our terminal needs to grow. And that is actually a positive thing.
The National Championship Air Races will take place in September 2025 in Roswell. Weather's coming up next. You're listening to Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Are you about to mow the lawn? It's blazing hot out here. Smokey Bear says,
avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry. It's all on SmokeyBear.com because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hi, Sunny Harris with Animal Village NM. We all know that most pets are terrified during evacuations. So please keep your pets safe inside your home so they don't escape. Don't let your dog or cat be one of millions who will escape in fear and end up dead or in animal control facilities during fire season, which will quickly overflow and start euthanizing to make space. Contact your city administration office in advance in case you have to be evacuated. Find out who's taking in families with their pets during fires. Prepare your vehicle with room for your cat and dog crates. Have your blankets, water, food for you and your pets packed, and clothing packed and ready. Have your pet crates ready by the door, and give your pets CBD or other calming medications ahead of time to make it easy to load them and evacuate with them immediately. This is an emergency message from Animal Village NM.
Your Crazy Radio spot on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for mostly sunny skies. There's a 50% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Tomorrow, partly sunny with a 60% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Your high today in the basin, 97. Low tonight of 69. High tomorrow, 92 degrees. In Cloudcroft, partly sunny skies today with a 50% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Winds will be gusting as high as 18 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Winds gusting as high as 16 miles per hour. Tomorrow, partly sunny with an 80% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts up to a 1/4 of an inch expected. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 75. Low tonight of 51. High tomorrow of 69 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org. And you can learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting KALHradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel, because that's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.